Good morning, my dear students. How are you today? Our lesson today is the same lesson we studied before, lesson 4-5, isosceles and equilateral triangle. As we studied before, that the isosceles triangle is a triangle has only two sides are equal in length, but the equilateral triangle that all three sides are equal in length. Let's complete our theorem 4-5. The theorem is if a line bisects the vertex angle of an isosceles triangle. So we have an isosceles triangle and line bisects the vertex angle. Here I have isosceles triangle and this line bisects the vertex angle. Bisect the vertex angle means this angle equals to this angle. Measure of angle BCD equal measure of angle ACD. That is the meaning of bisect the vertex angle. So this line is also perpendicular bisector of the base. Again, this line will be perpendicular, means make right angle like that. This line will make right angle with the base and bisect it also. So this part equals to this part, DB equals to DA. Again, if I have an isosceles triangle like that, and a line bisect the vertex angle, bisect the angle C, means this angle equals this angle. So this line perpendicular to the base and also bisect the base, means this part equals this part. Let's write the symbols of this theorem. If AC congruent to BC, AC congruent to BC isosceles triangle, and angle ACD congruent to angle BCD, this angle congruent to this angle, then we are going to get that CD is perpendicular to BA. CD should be perpendicular to BA, make right angle, and also BD is congruent to DA. This part is congruent to this part. Let's see an exercise here. We have a triangle ABC and BD is line drawn like that. The given here is AB equals to BC, isosceles triangle, and also this angle equal to this angle. What is the value of x? We are going to start with this triangle. Since AB is congruent to CB, it's meaning isosceles triangle, and also measure of angle CBD equal measure of angle ABD. Angle CBD is congruent to angle ABD. So what we are going to get? We are going to get that angle or measure of angle BDA equals 90 degrees. This angle will be 90 degrees because we have bisector of the vertex in the isosceles triangle. And also we get that AD is congruent to DC. This part is congruent to this part. So how we can find x? We are going to take triangle ABD, this triangle. We have angle 90 and we have angle 554. Since measure of angle BDA equals 90 and also measure of angle A equals 54 degrees, then this angle, by using the triangle equation, it will be 180 minus 90 plus 54. This will be measure of angle ABD equals 180 minus 90 plus 54. It will be 36. So this angle is 36 and also they are congruent, so x equals 36 degrees. The same example, but here suppose that measure of angle A is 27. Suppose that measure of angle A is 27. We are going to explain it again. Here, since AB is congruent to CB, since AB congruent to BC, that means this triangle is isosceles. And also angle ABD is congruent to angle CBD. This angle is congruent to this angle. What we are going to get? We are going to get that BD is perpendicular to AC. What's the meaning of BD perpendicular to AC? Measure of angle BDC, BDA equals 90 degrees. This angle will be 90. Now in this triangle, the small one, we have 90 and 54 will be 27. We have 90 and 27. So x equals 180 minus 90 plus 27. 180 minus 90 plus 27. The answer will be 63 degrees. Another exercise or corollary. Corollary, it's related to the equilateral triangle. If a triangle is equilateral, equilateral means all the three sides are equal. Then the triangle is equiangular. What's the meaning of equiangular? Equiangular mean all angles are equal. This angle will equal this angle will equal to this angle, and each one will be 60 degrees. So again, if a triangle is equilateral, equilateral means all sides are equal, then the triangle is equiangular. Equiangular, all of its angles are equal in measure. So if xy congruent to xz congruent to yz, then angle x will be congruent to angle y, will be congruent to angle z, each one equals 60. Another corollary, this converse of this corollary. If a triangle is equiangular, equiangular means all angles are equal. Then the triangle is equilateral, means the sides will be also equal. So here we have, if angle x congruent to angle y congruent to angle z, then xy will be congruent to xz, will be congruent to yz. Let's see an exercise for that. What are the measure of angle A, angle B, and angle ADC? AD, this angle ADC in this figure. First, find angle A. We are going to take the triangle in triangle DAE. Since DA is congruent to AE is congruent to DE, so what we are going to get, yes, each angle is equal 60. So angle A equals 60 degrees, number one. The same steps in the other triangle, which is CBE. In triangle CBE, since CE congruent to EB congruent to BC, so the triangle will be equiangular. That means all of its angles are equal. Each one also will be 60. So measure of angle B equals 60. The same steps in this triangle, the middle triangle. In triangle DCE, since DE congruent to DC congruent to EC, so the triangle will be equiangular. Each angle will be 60. So each angle will be 60. So measure of angle CDE, this one will be 60. Now we can find measure of angle ADC by adding 60 and 60. Angle ADC, this angle, by adding 60 and 60. So measure of angle ADC equals 120 degrees. Another exercise. An equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle share a common side. What is the measure of angle ABC? I need to find this angle. ABC, this whole angle. Let's start with the equilateral triangle. Triangle BDC. Since BC is congruent to BD is congruent to DC, so measure of angle CBD equals 60 degrees, because if the triangle is equilateral, then the triangle is equiangular. This angle 60, this angle 60, and this angle will be 60. Now we are going to move to the other triangle, triangle BAD. Since measure of angle A is 66, okay, and BD is congruent to BA, this side is congruent to this side, so angle BDA equals to angle A. These two angles will be equals because the triangle is isosceles. So measure of angle BDA will be also 66. Now we have angle ABD. How we can find it? By using measure of angle ABD, this angle. How we can find is this triangle ABD, 180 minus 66 plus 66. 180 minus 66 plus 66. It will be 48 degrees. So this angle is 48 degrees. Now we have the two angles of angle ABC. So measure of angle ABC. This angle will be 48 plus 60. It will be 108 degrees. So this angle 108 degrees. We finish our exercise and study the rule well. Don't forget your online assignment. Have a nice day. Thank you.